Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's tarot advice. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for following me and getting information, connecting, and letting me know how these messages reign true for you. This is a week of thanks. This is one of my favorite weeks always because this is the one time that I get to spend with all of my family. My wife and I go up north and get to spend some time with my kids and my grandkids. And so this really is a time to just look around and see all that you have to be thankful for, to be grateful for. Take a few moments every day this week to be thankful for the good things instead of focusing on the bad. And I hope it makes your week a little bit better. I also want to mention that we will be moving into Sagittarius this week on Tuesday. So there'll be a slight shift in energy out of this moody Scorpio energy we've been into. So let me know what you notice about that energy. So let's get started. Gonna give these one last little shuffle. And we will start with how we can show up for ourselves this week. And first up, we have the Fool card. What a great way to start. Next, we have how could we connect to spirit? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Next, we have what actions will move us forward. And here we have the Hermit. All right, next, how can we better communicate this week? And here we have the King of Cups. Next, how can we build more happiness? And here we have the Emperor. Next, what will strengthen love this week for us? Seven of Pentacles. And finally, what will support growth in our business or our personal work this week? And here we have the Nine of Swords. So we have some big energy this week. We've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. So big shift in energy. I'm not surprised to see this as we transition into Sagittarius energy this week. And so if you look here at our kind of core cards, this is about finding what's important to ourselves and really being aware of it, being conscious of it, making sure that we are protecting these things that we find are really important for us. And if we look across here in these ideas of communication and happiness, there's a lot of masculine energy, so maybe putting yourself out there a bit more. And then here, when we're looking at love and business and our personal work, this is a lot more reflective. This is a lot more being aware of slowing down and really seeing what's real versus what we're making up. So let's look at each of these cards individually. So first, we will start right in the center with how can we show up for ourselves this week? And here we have the Fool. This is the beginning in the Major Arcana series. This is the beginning. This is the taking that leap of faith and starting something new and just believing, understanding that it's time to start something, even if you don't have all the information, even if you don't know exactly where you're going, you have to start moving, and you have faith in yourself that whatever happens, you're going to be ready for it, right? And so when you think about showing up for yourself this week, think about just taking that next step, taking that leap of faith in yourself, that if I show up big and loud and proud, that it's going to work out. I can't be scared. I have all that I need. And take it from there. Don't be shy this week. Just show up as your authentic self. Next up, we have how can we connect to spirit? And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about taking the action to protect the things that are important to you. I think about spirit being everything, the connection of everything together. Spirit isn't just an outside entity. Spirit is the divine connection of everything together. And the fact that everything is connected makes it divine. So when I think about connecting to spirit and this Eight of Pentacles, it's about protecting the everything, protecting the divine that you are able to see. When you look around you this week and you see the people and the places that are important that you want to protect, recognize that that protection, taking those actions, is about protecting not just those things you can put your hands on right now, but the connection that those things have to a much bigger picture. Think about spirit in terms of appreciating that divine connection and how you can keep that sacred for yourself this week. Next, we move on to what actions will move us forward this week. And here we have the Hermit card. So the Hermit is very much about going within, looking within, recognizing the shadow side, if you will, of situations, knowing that the key to moving forward is going within, looking at the past, looking at what you've experienced, and using that knowledge to light the way forward. So this week, look within, look to the past, look at what maybe hasn't felt wonderful, but has moved you into a better space, and take that information to plan for next week and the rest of your future. Next up, we have how can we better communicate? And here we have the King of Cups. This king is my favorite king because he always looks so happy and peaceful and like a cool person you'd want to hang out with. And so his ability to communicate comes from a very loving and nurturing space, almost like a party atmosphere. So when you are looking to communicate with people, come at situations and conversations from a place of joy. Talk to people from a space of, I'm so happy to be speaking with you and to be in your presence and to listen to you. And see how that changes the way that people communicate with you. If you walk up on somebody and you have a big smile on your face, see what their interaction is versus coming with negative energy or coming at people with complaints or concerns. Start your conversations with a big smile and a space in your heart that you feel joy for having the ability to be in the presence of this other person. Next up, we have how can we build more happiness? And here we have the Emperor card. And this very masculine energy feels like you're going to have to take the bull by the horn, if you will, and really lead from a place of happiness. Lead conversations, lead interactions, wake up in the morning, and even if you're not feeling great, take a moment to think about something that does make you feel happy, that makes you feel a little joyful, and start your day with that. Try to incorporate that throughout the day, every day this week, and see how you can build upon that. When situations come up that don't feel wonderful, think about, well, what good can come from this? How can I change how I'm feeling right now into something just a little bit happier? And I think you're going to start to see some momentum building, and you're going to start to see it become a little bit easier to find places of happiness where before you may have started to spiral downward. This is your opportunity to really take charge of how you feel this week and make sure that you're bringing in more happiness much more intentionally. Next up, we have what will strengthen love this week. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, we saw this just a couple of weeks ago, and this one is kind of self-explanatory. This is about feeding love, nurturing the peace and joy that you feel from even the simplest things. It feels like all of this week we're really talking about focusing on happiness and joy and love within, and this is really the personification of that. This is giving yourself space and time to intentionally care for the things that you love. And when you do that, that's how love grows. So put your energy into those nurturing types of situations and nurturing your relationships. Last but not least, we have what will support growth in our business or our personal work this week. And here we have the Nine of Swords. This card is really about the fear and the ways that we kind of close our eyes when shit's not going great or not going the way that we think it should be. This is kind of sitting in that negative energy of focusing on worst case scenario. And if you want to continue to grow, if you want to think about your business and your work this week and how to make that grow, you have to recognize that you might be sitting in this space right now. You may have been wasting a lot of your energy focusing on the negative and what could go wrong. And if you stop and can recognize that, then you can stop those thoughts. You can remind yourself that yes, bad things can happen, but good things can happen. What other possibilities are there? What am I not seeing because I've got my eyes closed? What might be the options if I just look up and see what are my resources, who's out there, because I'm so close to moving on to something so much better. Give yourself the opportunity to see a brighter future and how you can grow. So overall, this feels so nice this week. This feels like such a powerful opportunity for us to really focus on happiness, focus on joy when we're being really intentional. And I think that's the whole point of finding gratitude and celebrating gratitude this week, is that it does bring you happiness. It does bring you joy. This is an opportunity to just focus on good things as much as you can this week, because why not focus on all the amazing possibilities that are around us all this week? So I hope this helps. Let me know what you think. I hope you have a wonderful holiday if you get to spend with your families, and stay magical, y'all.